Welcome to the Week in Geek, your new comic preview for June 1st. I'm Mike Ortiz.
I'm the Chris Brown.
So, what do you got this week?
Well, before we go into that, we're going to explain real quickly, just so you know, while you're watching this morning, Wednesday, June 1st, you will have comic books today. The holiday did not delay you. It's going to make my job a little bit more difficult and makes our job a little bit weirder tonight. We don't have books yet, but I will have them in the morning, so by the time you see this, your problems are over. So you will never be affected ever again by a holiday or anything. Books come today, Wednesday. They will be here.
The curtain for you.
So yeah, we're gonna have to. We're faking it. We usually have the books in our hands today. We don't. I won't have them till Wednesday morning this week, but you will still have your books on Wednesday when you get here in the afternoon. Your retailers are still good to go. Wednesday is still your day.
So what are they gonna have?
So having said that, we got Fear Itself. I'm looking forward to that this week. I'm really hoping that issue 3 gets things cooking. I feel like the first 2 issues, as I've said before, were a slow build. We're slowly getting there. I feel like there are even slow things going on in the tie-ins.
Yeah.
It's real methodical, and we talked about Matt Fraction as being a more patient writer and being more methodical. So I'm really looking forward to this. I wish I could flip through the pages and tell you how awesome I think it looks, but I've got sheets of paper. So next up, we've got Amazing Spider-Man. The cover that I have here looks pretty cool. Looks like we've got Anti-Venom getting in there again. We're building up towards this Spider Island business, this big story they've got planned. So kind of looking forward to that. We got Heroes for Hire, which I've been loving. It's finishing up this, continuing this Paladin Spider-Man. It's pretty much like a team-up of Paladin and Spider-Man. And then Misty Knight's about to go out there and kick some butt. So.
Well, the book's been rotating its characters, which is one thing I like a lot about it. It is kind of a Marvel team-up. Yeah,
and it's fun. Like, I think it's been really good. And even that first arc is still tying into this second arc. So it's been pretty cool. It's still reading Haunt. Ultimate Spawn, essentially. I dig it. I think it's a fun book. It's an interesting book. If you liked Spawn Once Upon a Time and you wondered what it would be like if Robert Kirkman wrote it, there you go. Haunt number 16 tomorrow. Today. Wednesday. 1st.
Yeah.
Then we've got Superboy. Looks like they've got a story coming here with, looks like the Phantom Stranger there. They've been building a little Phantom Stranger story coming up. And I think they got something going on here with the Hollow Men pretty soon, which was a story that I think Joe Casey did 6 or 7 years ago. So something going on with that. Then, as always, been excited about Sweet Tooth. This is a good book. It's a really interesting book. It's sort of a depressing book, but it's really good storytelling.
Post-apocalyptic book?
Post-apocalyptic book with kids and animal traits. All right. I like weird animal kids. Then House of Mystery, which I think's still been a pretty good book. It's not it's not as strong an anthology feel as I think it was when it first started. Now they've really weaved themselves into this bigger story, and now they're just telling stories with the characters at hand. And I still like that. I think that it's been an enjoyable ride, and I'm really looking forward to having the actual book in my hands so I can flip the pages.
Nice.
So what do you got there?
Well, I'm starting off with the Static Shock special. This is a tribute to the late Dwayne McDuffie, who created the character so many years ago.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, Dwayne McDuffie was a terrific writer, both in comics and his work in animation.
It ties to Detroit. So
I dug the Milestone stuff when it came out. I have not picked any of it up since they've sort of reintegrated it into the DC universe. Mostly just because I have plenty of other stuff to get. But this one specifically, because it is a tribute to Dwayne, because it is something that is, talking about his memory, honoring his memory. This is something that I want to give a shot to because, well, just because I think you should.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm sure it's going to be a great book too. Next up is Ultimate X, which
book that almost never comes out.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It looks like we've got a Gray Hulk in this one. This is basically the new X-Men. This book was coming out of the reboot. Which, it was a year ago or so, or however long it was. So there's been a little bit of a delay in this book, but that happens with Arthur Adams books. If you don't...
He's not getting any younger. His art still looks awesome.
If you're expecting Arthur Adams to put out a book every month, then just stop. Just stop reading comic books. You'll make yourself much happier. Uncanny X-Force. go back to every other episode of this show. That's what's going on. Next up is X-Men. This has been a really interesting book for me. First storyline, the vampires, which we
really
both loved.
it. Yes.
The next storyline, kind of an urban, in the sewers.
Yep.
And now they're going into this thing where they're kind of looking at a story that happened in the past from when they were back in their old yellow and black outfits.
Kind of like that. Nicely timed too.
And it tying into X-Men First Class. But it also is a story that's happening in the present, and it deals with these kind of super beings. So it's a very cosmic story. So in this first year of the book, we've gotten horror, we've gotten kind of a gritty urban story, and now we're getting cosmic. And it's like,
is Victor Gischler still writing that?
Gischler is not writing this particular one.
Okay.
This story picks up after the Giant Size X-Men.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, was
so
that
I
Yost?
think this is Yost. I'm not a big
I'm not
fan
saying
either,
anything.
but
I got nothing.
I like this idea. I like this story so far. I hope Gischler comes back, but I do like the fact that with this particular book, they're keeping you on your toes.
Yeah, it's been
You know
good.
what to expect. Next up is Moon Knight #2. I really loved the first issue. It was your pick of the week, as I recall.
Yep.
I really liked it a lot. I think this is a very strange direction for it. The multiple personalities are no longer the people they once were. Now they're Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America. They're other Avengers that he's hallucinating in his head. No spoilers. If you didn't read issue #1, don't read this one. It's weird stuff. Alex Maleev,
his art is
beautiful. Getting back away from kind of the hyper-realistic stuff that he was doing on Scarlet, a little bit more illustrative. He's definitely channeling some Bill Sienkiewicz on this book.
That cover totally looks like Sienkiewicz.
Which is appropriate. I mean, he's gone back to the well. He's gone back.
And it's an Ultron story.
Yeah, and so it's an Avengers-ish book.
Yes.
But with a crazy man and a cape. Next up, Criminal. I've loved this book, an icon book. Ed Brubaker is fantastic.
Yes.
I think Criminal is the best book that Brubaker is doing these days. As much as I love his work on Captain America, and I really like Incognito a lot as well, you can tell that this is his wheelhouse. This is where his passion is. Sean Phillips is a fantastic artist. If you like pulpy film noir stuff, you're going to love this book. If you don't, then, don't bother trying it. Next up, Irredeemable. Again, this is one of the mainstays of WeekNGeek. Superman Gone Wrong. The story's really picking up. It's really accelerating. There's a mystery going on. He's trapped out in the heart of a sun, I think.
Okay.
In a prison with another person where there's kind of a mystery about who he is. It's an astronaut that he saved. There's a lot going on. Plus, back on Earth, all of the good guys who were the ones who were responsible for saving the planet, now they're turning bad. So this is a screwed up world. I wasn't going to say screwed up. This is a messed up world with superheroes here. I'm glad we don't live there. And yeah, I don't know what Wade's end game is on this book. I don't know if he has one, but I'm pretty much gonna go there with him. Next up is Hulk, not Hulks, Hulk. Again, go back to every other episode, even the one where Damon.
Yeah, so the Red Hulks you like, it's the Incredible Hulks that's not
Yes.
working. The Incredible Hulks is getting canceled.
Yes, I win. But this has been a great book. Jeff Parker has been writing it. Great artwork. It's the complete opposite of that original sort of smash 'em up big monster book.
Okay.
And this is, I mean, pretty much this is a Hulk book. This is really the Hulk book that I kind of wish the Green Hulk book was. And I'm sure eventually will be again.
Yeah.
Next up is Halcyon. This is a creator-owned book. Mark Guggenheim. This is the final issue, I believe, at least in this storyline. This is that one where basically evil is gone. What do the good guys do when there's no more bad guys? Apparently they try to figure out why there's no more bad guys, rather than just leave well enough alone. But in any event, it's almost the opposite of Irredeemable. It's a great book.
Interesting.
I've really enjoyed it. Another great Image miniseries.
We should get back to Resurrection, though.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's Hollywooded out. And last up, well, I know I swore that I wasn't going to get any of the tie-ins, but I lied. I completely lied. I say that every single time. But this one, this is a Green Lantern tie-in. I have that big Green Lantern collection. This is Green Lantern Abin Sur. In the Flashpoint universe, Hal Jordan is not the Green Lantern. Abin Sur is still the Green Lantern. Apparently, in the Flashpoint universe, he looks exactly like he does in the movie.
That's convenient.
As does Sinestro. So I guess the movie is set in the Flashpoint universe.
Okay. So they're going to reboot the whole movie and make it available for digital download day and date?
Yeah. And they'll renumber it. I don't know how they renumber a movie. But in any event, I'm picking this one up. I'll pick up a few other Flashpoint times, I'm sure, based on the creative teams, almost entirely. But this and the Hal Jordan one I'm buying because of the Green Lantern connection, Green Lantern tie-in.
And you want your Green Lantern button.
And there's a Green Lantern button that goes along with this, too, that I'm not going to miss out on. So, what's your top stuff here?
Well, that rolls right into my top pick, which is, I guess, my top 3 picks. Primarily, I'm going with Flashpoint is my top pick. Within that, we've got Flashpoint, the Batman Night of Vengeance, and the World of Flashpoint. I think the first issue was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
The ending was great and really has me wondering, what's going on with this Batman here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read it. I'm not really a Batman fan, but I'm looking forward to it. And I think Flashpoint's going to be fun, especially in light of this announcement about the complete reboot. So
it's all coming to an end, people.
Yeah, so after Flashpoint, everything that you know is completely over, and they're rebooting the whole DC universe, I guess.
Worlds will live, worlds will die, and the DC universe will never be the same again.
And people will have new costumes, and Wonder Woman, who's an Amazon and not American, will be wearing red, white, and blue again. Are you proud of yourselves, America? Are you proud?
Let me tell you, if Superman gets rid of the red underwear, I'm through.
You heard it here first, folks. No red underwear, Ortiz is out of here.
That's going to come back to haunt me when I'm buying the new Superman #1 with no red underwear. But you know what? I'll wear red underwear while I read it on the outside. That's what I'm going to do. Screw you, DC. That's how I get back at you.
Sometimes I feel like someone's getting back at me because I had to hear that.
And you know what? I'm going to wear it on this show. I'm telling you right now. Red undies on the outside. The week Superman #1 comes out.
So what is your first pick, sir?
Well, we can't go a whole episode.
Can't do it.
Without
mentioning
Jonathan Hickman. S.H.I.E.L.D. Volume 2, #1 comes out today. S.H.I.E.L.D. is, in many ways, my favorite of the things he's doing at Marvel. Even though I probably enjoy FF more, that's because I love the Fantastic Four more, and I think he's really nailed the characters. But I don't know where this is going. I'm not even sure where it is, but I know I enjoy it. And that's the thing, is it's set in the Marvel Universe. It doesn't read like a Marvel book. I don't know what's really going on. And when I say that, it's not that I can't follow what's going on. It's not that it's poorly written or poorly structured. It's just...
It's very obtuse.
Yeah, the story is revealing itself as it's going, as a good story should.
Yes.
So
Leonardo
for
da Vinci
that reason,
may or may not be the good guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's got Da Vinci, it's got
Tesla.
Isaac Newton, Tesla,
Nostradamus.
I can only wonder where this second volume is going to go, because the first volume was nothing like I thought it was. And as a jaded old fart comic book fan like that, when you can deliver something like that, it always makes me happy. So that's my top pick this week.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to that as well. And with that, that is your Week in Geek.